So thank you to Jeremy from the Quartering for bringing this to my attention. I thought this was kind of funny. I'm going to pull this video back up so people know what video I'm kind of reacting to, pseudo-react. I have no intention of letting it play because it's not really appropriate in my opinion. But I kind of had to raise a point here. A very good point. Okay. I'll back it up so you can see the headline of what he just got. And just in case anyone actually watches this, you really ought to invest in his and Tim's coffee. I hear it's really good stuff. I don't have the money to buy any, or I probably would, if people in my house actually could medically drink coffee. Anyway, ex-Harris aide, Rogan needs Kamala interview more than her. Oh, man. Fire that aide. Fire that aide. If you're Harris, whoever said that needs to be out the door. Alright, we're going to play a little numbers game. I have some things pulled up. Vice President Harris's Twitter. 15 million followers. I'm willing to gamble that about half of those are probably bots, but we'll just let her have that number, right? You go over to Joe Rogan. I'm not doing his corporate account, but if you did couple in his corporate account, they'd have about the same number of followers. And the reason you can tell that most of her engagements are faked is because of the following that he has on here. She doesn't spend any time on her Twitter. Are you kidding me? She's following 6 people. And, you know, people who are following her to troll her. Like myself. Anyway. So if you couple in Joe Rogan's others, the numbers are about the same. Alright, whatever. You jump over to Joe Rogan's Facebook. He's got 7.5 million followers. And he's following 12. Maybe he just doesn't use his Facebook much. I get it. I use Facebook for other purposes, not this. I have family and friends I communicate with on Facebook. But she's only got 5.5 million followers on here. He's topping her on that. Now, for the fun bits. Because we want to play this comparison game, let's do it. 717,000 subscribers on YouTube. What that tells me right there, because YouTube is naturally tilted to the left, but has a bots issue anyway, and she's only got 717,000 subscribers. That tells me a decent number on her Twitter are bots, number one. But number two, when you bounce over to Joe Rogan, 18 million subscribers. This is where I'm going to get not kid-friendly. And I'm never going to get monetized just because of this one comment. Imagine, if you will, you're an ant. And you have the balls to go around the ant hive. You're not even the queen ant. You're just a drone. And you decide to go up to God, up his pant leg, and try to bite him on the tip of his willy. And scream, "You need her more than she needs you." Oh boy, let me tell you a little secret. I don't watch Joe Rogan, and this isn't a secret. It's not because I don't like him. I actually do kind of like him. He's a very down-to-earth dude from what little bit I've seen of him. I'm not subscribed, although, well, I guess I am. Oh, imagine that. I don't actually watch his content. I mean, it's more because I'm focusing on trying to build my own channel, which is, 5 subscribers to the wind, and I might as well be 3 sheets to the wind as far as trying to start a YouTube channel, but you're going to come up here and tout your boss's 717,000 subscribers on her friggin' YouTube account to Joe Rogan's 18 million? What? Are you dense? Are you dumb? Like, you've officially crossed the threshold of my ability to comprehend your lack of brain here. He doesn't need you or the person you work for. He wanted you on there because he thought it'd be a good television, basically. And he wanted people to get to know the real people. And actually, Kamala needs that more than Trump did. Oh man, oh boy. It's like you blindfold Trump and walk him down behind a bunch of cows, and he dodges every cow turd that comes out of their butts with a blindfold on. And you guys don't even get the benefit of saying that you were blindfolded. You're walking down there without the blindfold on. And instead of dodging every cow turd that you can see and smell coming, you're getting under the cow's butt and opening your mouth like you want it to happen. It's, at this point, your political campaign is over. It's just kind of, it's grotesque to watch this happen and implode in real time. Quit while you're behind. Just give up. Just resign to 4 more years to Trump. I guarantee you nothing bad will happen, and if it does, well, at least we'll be able to pick it up afterwards, whereas with you, you'd probably stupidly walk us into World War III without having a plan, because you don't have one anyway. But stop biting podcast Jesus, basically. Bald podcast Jesus on the tip of his wang doodle and screaming that's your mythical ant queen, who probably didn't even want you to say this, somehow is a required element for bald podcast Jesus. It's just not. No. You are literally spitting in the face of what is the equivalent of God in the podcast universe and acting like your political candidate is somehow some ultimate force above them, when in fact, if Joe Rogan really wanted to, with his 18 million subscribers on here and probably a lot more subscribers in other places, could crush your political campaign and any political ambitions you ever had just by one broadcast, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Maybe you should go on his show for 3 hours, show up to his address and say, yes, I will do the 3-hour show. I will not be scripted. I will be off the cuff and saying what I mean. Maybe you should consider doing that. Now, I understand that this tweet was deleted, and rightfully so. I mean, that's kind of what I heard anyway. I don't know if it's confirmed or not. But, you know, it just is what it is. And if you want healthcare, and Kamala, to your post 23 hours ago, if you want healthcare to be a right, you should have put that into an amendment to amend the United States Constitution to make it a right. Just saying. You want to say all this stuff is a right, all this stuff is a right. Well, get the power together, the 2/3 Senate majority support that is required, and do the process just like we have to on everything that we do. I'm kind of pulling the black woman at the DMV telling you to get your rich, over entitled behind to the back of the line of the people that you just cut, because I'm not going to serve you until your number is called. Just pointing that out there. I wasn't going to do, this is like my 3rd or 4th one of these today. I wasn't actually going to do it. I was going to play some Tears of the Kingdom and maybe some Minecraft, but I saw that on YouTube. It caught my eyeball because Joe Rogan was mentioned, and what are you people doing? Are you purposefully trying to fail a campaign? Just asking for a friend. But anyway, hopefully this is the last one. Hopefully I don't see any, I mean, I know I'm going to see some more stuff that's going to make me just like trigger content for the next like 2 weeks. Because until this election's over, and even probably after it is, I'm going to be triggering off like from my chair content, which isn't really the stuff that I wanted to do, that and the fact that I'm reined in really doesn't help. I actually wanted to start doing more outdoors content, but here we are, right?